Hello, my name is Dr. Ruthie. I'm a professional sexuality educator and a relationship coach over at exploringintimacy.com. And I'm also here answering your questions on sex and relationships thanks to the great folks at funwares.com who are sponsoring this series and making it possible. If you want to ask me your question about sex and relationships, just go ahead and try and surprise me, which is a very frightening and brave thing for me to say on the internet, but hey, give it a shot. If it's your true story and your true question, send it on over to Ask Dr. Ruthie at funwares.com, and I just may go ahead and answer it here on YouTube. AskDrRuthie at funwares.com. And if someone is able to surprise me with their own true, real question, well, then I will thank you very much, because getting surprised doesn't happen that often anymore. I have an excellent question, though not a terribly surprising one, from one of my most frequent question askers. So thank you for going ahead and asking this question. I'm going to have to start assigning you each individual names since I've been using Anon so much. So unfortunately, I don't have one of those handy right now, so you will still be Anon. In response to a previous video I posted on sexuality being a form of intimate body language that we use to communicate, he responded, "I really liked what you said about sex being the language of the body. With that in mind, I was wondering, as an obese male in today's society, how do I better communicate that language to women, let alone women who are not offended but attracted to overweight men? Also, on similar lines, I keep running into situations where I know the love is really there between me and some lady, but because of how I look, she will not act on it or will not engage me in that way. How can I get," and then the email got cut off, but we can probably guess what he wants to get, whether that be a relationship or late. So I'm so glad that you asked this question, and this comes up all the time, but few people are brave enough to answer it. And the first thing I want to ask you is, when you think of yourself as a sexy person, well, first of all, are you thinking about yourself as a sexy person? The follow-up question I want to ask you is, do you think of yourself as sexy but fat? Or do you think of yourself as fat and sexy? If you're in the latter category, then you're in the right place. But most folks who are concerned about their body size, whether they actually are fat or not, tend to have that like, oh, I'm awesome, except for my nose is the wrong size, my height is wrong, I walk in a certain manner, my shape or my size isn't what I would like, my eye twitches, my fingernails are weak, whatever it is that people have problems with today, whatever's on the front of the magazines that we should all be worried about, and we're all worried about it. When we accept ourselves as sexy, erotic, attractive beings just the way we are, not that we can't have the desire to move in a particular direction, but that desire to enhance ourselves doesn't stop us from being hot and sexy just the way we are, then we exude a certain confidence, a presence, a sexual energy that draws other people to us and that attracts them to us. If we are, sexy with considerations, sexy with exceptions, sexy with the lights dim so they don't see us really well, or if they don't ask us about certain topics of conversation, then other people are going to catch on to that lack of confidence, and they're going to see us the same way, sexy with exceptions. And so we want to put ourselves out there. Part of that kind of confidence and that fat and sexiness that we're talking about means how you present yourself to other people. You can be fat but healthy. That means, keeping yourself in a good shape where you can exude that kind of energy, where, you can engage in a certain amount of physical activity without it being a problem, where you can carry yourself with a sort of confidence that comes with feeling comfortable in your body with using it regularly. There are great yoga classes out there for big bodies. Water aerobics are fantastic. All sorts of activities like that. No matter your body size, if you are unwilling to invest in those sorts of activities, it's very difficult to feel comfortable and competent in your own body and your own shape. Size is not a barrier to that level of physical activity. Just consider what you're most comfortable with and what would be fun for you, and let you get to know your body well that way through those kinds of physical activities. And lots of fat people are doing a lot of physical activities already, so you may be doing just fine on this and not need that particular suggestion. I also want you to take a look at how you present yourself with your appearance. Do you have a good haircut, or are you toting the same tired style as high school? Are you investing in clothing that actually fits your body? Or are you still trying to squeeze in those sizes that you know really aren't going around your tummy correctly, or aren't the right length of pants, or don't flatter you in wherever you carry your weight and your size? Oftentimes, people who have large, fat bodies tend to buy these frumpy, non-investment clothes that just don't make us look very good at all. That's a sign of not having that confidence in yourself. Go out there and dress yourself in clothing that shows that you feel like your body and your presentation is worth a little bit of investment. And remember, big guys and gals, it's better to have a few pieces of clothing that look really good on you, and that's all you can afford is those few, than to have a closet full of stuff that just always makes you look bad. Um, so we have the personality side, we have the confidence side, and then we have how that we portray that to other people with the way we are active, the way we carry our body, the way we dress our body, all signs that we show that we value ourselves and know that we're attractive, even though our body size is one that society tells us isn't attractive. We know better than that because society tells us a lot of baloney, and we don't have to go buying it all the time. It's not that, oh, she has such a pretty smile or she has a great personality. It's she's a rockin' fat chick with a good personality and a good smile, or a rockin' fat guy, as the case may be. So putting all these things out there are really important first steps because we can control how we communicate ourselves to others, and that impacts how they perceive us. Now, the next thing I want to say is if somebody is not interested in your body size, don't pursue them. They don't deserve you. You can continue to spend time together, and any two human beings may find they like each other better once they've spent more time together. And that may be the case in your situation too. But if you're not their cup of tea with that, don't waste your time and make yourself feel bad. There are lots of people out there attracted to every body shape, size, type, diversity, range, whatever. And there are plenty out there for you. If you find that you're not meeting them, I propose to you that you're looking in the wrong place, or you're not putting the right energy and presence out there, or some of each. So combining those things together will make a tremendous difference. Take responsibility for putting yourself in a successful position with finding partners who treat you well and who love you the way you are and who love you because of the way you are, not in spite of the way you are, or who just tend to find all people sexy. And you know what? The reverse needs to be true for you too. When you're out there meeting people and you have this image in mind of what you think is sexy and what you're attracted to, challenge yourself to broaden that image to appreciate the sexiness of a more diverse range of people. If you want this really particular body type and person for your partner, but you want them to be more open-minded about the body types they want, that's not how it works, honey. Somebody who appreciates a wide range of attractiveness and sees the sexiness and sexual energy in a wide range of people draws other people who feel the same way. And that's a beautiful, wonderful perspective on life to share with someone else, a great gift to give each other in the world. I'm Dr. Ruthie, and I hope this helps you be your fat, sexy self and find somebody who just loves that fat, sexy you. I'll see you at the next video.